Hey there, this is Sean Flynn with the Silicon Valley Podcast. If you know of it, like, subscribe. Links is in the description. What I do is I interview some of the entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and leaders in tech here in Silicon Valley, take their knowledge, wisdom, experience, and share it with you. So the last 2 weeks, part one and part two, the interview that went out was with Ben Bartlett. Ben Bartlett's former mayor of Berkeley. He right now heads the California blockchain implementation group. I think that's what it's called. And in the interview, we talked about several things: initial coin offerings, the future of Bitcoin, the future of potential digital currency. And I'm not sure if people are following the news right now, but there has been discussions, talks of that, with the government implementing a digital currency, possibly here in the US, but at least in China, the People's Republic of China coin. That is getting some press, and that was talked about over a year ago. In fact, in the interview itself, Ben talks about, that when he was in Guiyang for the big data conference, this was a year and a half ago, this was quite some time, that they were talking about this digital currency backed by gold then for the One Belt, One Road initiative. If you're not familiar with the One Belt, One Road initiative, I recommend looking it up. It's something like a $5 or $7 trillion initiative for this global trade route, both on land and in sea. It's this massive project. I think it's the biggest man-made project ever in the history of man. It's pretty crazy. But we also talked about microbonds. Now, what are microbonds? Right now, municipalities, when they issue bonds, they might be for $5,000, let's say. It's very difficult for your average person to invest in a $5,000 bond. But a microbond that's maybe $5, $10, or smaller increments, that's doable. Now, in the past, that hasn't been possible because of all the paperwork and all the people involved in all the steps. But with the blockchain, and it's just electronic numbers going here and there, it's actually possible. So we talk about that and, well, quite a number of other things. You know, the future of banking, the future of fintech. That, well, if you're interested in digital currencies, blockchain, any of that jazz, and just want to learn about it, because we always start with the question, give us a description of it, like blockchain, decentralized nodes, all this stuff. Check out the episode. So once again, click the link in the description for the Silicon Valley Podcast. Look for the episode with Ben Barlett. Depending on when you're clicking on it, it's either going to be the top or it might be down a few. And I'll see you next week or next time I produce a video from here in Silicon Valley. All right. Have a good one. Take care, everyone. Cheers.